everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are well and you are practicing each and every day. So, this is me, Pallavi Pandey, and I am here to talk to you about how to communicate in English and how we can improve our communication skills. And I am here trying to improve my communication skills, and that's why I'm taking this challenge to speak in English for the next 30 days. This is the 10th day for my channel, and I am consistent towards my goal. So here something very bad happened actually, and I am here to talk about that. So you must have heard my short video on which you have seen that SSC has not changing the patterns of taking the exams, and this is not only the case for SSC, right? Every education system, everything that is present in India right now for related to education is just, I think, corrupt. The wholly and fully corruption is there, and you guys can imagine that how the are struggling. I am a student, I know the struggle, and I know how much time I have to study and how much time I have to give to my practices, and how much time I have to take care of while going for the exam, and how much money I actually spend for them. Okay, so let's talk about this today. Why this education system is torturing our teachers and our students, and when someone is going to talk about that, they actually try to beat them up, they try to put them into jails, and I don't know why they are doing it. And you know that everything whenever in India is trying to um, make sure that government will heard their voice, so they actually don't do anything about that. But one thing that actually the our government always has done, that they have always tried to polish the problems of Hindu and Muslims. Okay, either it is be Operation Sindoor, either it is be I mean the Uri attack or surgical strike. Even if it is anything, they just polish the problem of Hindu and Muslim, they just rise them up. Okay, and I am not saying that I am in favor of some people and I am in favor of the terrorists or something else. No, I am not, I am actually not, but only pointing out those things that actually hit our mind, our heart. They actually point out that they actually work for those things, but they don't work for education, they don't work for farmers, they don't work for athletes, they don't work for women. And you guys, let me tell you some events that has happened recently in 2023 and 24, and currently happening in 2025. Let me tell you all those. Okay, so first of all, Assam. In Assam, there are some girls who have been undressed totally. They have been naked. Uh, uh, their clothes were just removed from their body, and let people actually tortured them to walk nude on the streets. Okay, those girls did not get any kind of sympathy from our government. They did not do anything, the government did not do anything for those girls. Okay, Manipur was just burning. Okay, our government did not take any responsibility for that. Also, they were not even talking about that. The problem was still on how to make the temple and how to make sure that Indians were fighting about Hindu and Muslim. Okay, then uh, I even heard from my uncle that he was watching some media news, and he was saying that there are some villages nearby his house where people are actually fighting and creating the riots over Hindu Muslim. Muslims are cutting the Hindus, and Hindus are cutting the Muslims. But actually, nothing like that happened. Okay, but still, they are keep telling us about those things. Okay, now let me tell you about Kisan Andolan. You have must heard about that farmers was uh, farmers got together into Delhi, and they were trying to raise their issue. But what happened to them? They faced lathi charges, they faced how to they were put into jails, they faced the smoke bumps, and they were also beaten up very brutally. So everything has happened to them. You can watch those videos and they are available online, so you can watch them. But what actually happened? They were just trying to put their voice and they were beaten up brutally. And like that thing happened to our athletes who were already being trying to be harassed. They were already were facing mental torture and physical torture as well. And after that, when they got up there into Delhi and they came together to talk about that and fight for that, what happened to them? They were also faced the same treatment, they also got the same treatment. So actually nothing has changed. And now even in 2025, when we are here watching the scenario, when students and teachers got together to talk about something, and now the response is that they are not going to listen to them. They actually beaten up the teachers and students, and they put the teachers into the jail because they were trying to help those students to make their voice stronger and to make sure that they will get the right thing. And they will the reason was simple, that they want a fair education system. I am a student of UGC net, and let me tell you that UGC net always provide 1% JRF to 1% to JRF. I mean the total population of 1% got JRF and 6% get net. Okay, but today in this year only 0.7% students got the JRF, and the net students also did not get the whole 6%. I mean 6% of whole population did not get the net. So what and where are the seats going on? Where are the seats going and what are happening to those seats? Okay, so the corruption is actually very much present here, I know. And you also know, right? But we are actually not fighting about the corruption, right? But actually something is there, something is there. Like you are not even telling us this telling us when is our exam right at the time. You give us our admission slip, I mean admit card 2 days or 1 days ago, 1 day ago. Why? We are students, we have to get there. You are sending at least 1,000 miles away our centers. You are giving us the centers 1,000 miles away. How will we reach there? How will we reach there if you will not tell us that our center is going to get our center should be at least in our surroundings, right, where we can reach. But we are not getting to that point. We have to, I am living in Bihar, I have to get to Jharkhand to give my exam. How is that possible? Even how is it possible? If it is possible, do let me know how is it is possible to reach that point in 1 day. And I know that it is possible even. But how to get? If you are a student, you have to make sure that you are taking everything along with you. You have to make sure that you feel relaxed and burden free while going into the exam center. Your mind should be relaxed, your body should be relaxed. But if you will feel face those train and buses crowd, and you have faced them all, and you have now maybe you did not get any seat to get a sit and to take care of your at least a little bit of peace that you can get from sitting there in the bus. No, you can't get that also, right? You are in train, you have traveled a long way to just appear into the exam, and if you become 1 minute late, even if it is 1 minute late, you are not allowed to enter in the exam center, right? Okay, that is also fine. So it is the rule that they are actually following very peacefully and very I mean they never forget to let they never forget to take the action against those students who are actually 1 minute late. So this is the thing they actually follows, and other things are just neglected by them, and we all know that. Okay, exams, in exam centers they provide us a provisional answer key which has a lot of wrong answers, and the students have to pay the fees to make sure that those answers are being corrected by the net or any other exams like SSC also, or HSSC, or UPSC. Every kind of exams, you can, in every kind of exam you can see this. Every student is facing the issue. The provisional answer key is the very very hell thing which actually does should not be there, because why will I pay for the wrong answer that you have put in your answer key, right? If you don't know the answer, do let us know directly. I will not appear that question. I will try to find out something else for that. I will try to make sure that I will get the correct answer. If you don't know, then why are you putting that question in your exam? Why are you giving us the wrong answers? And why will I pay only for that question that you have wrong? I haven't wronged that question, right? But I have to pay 200 rupees or 1000 rupees to make sure that you correct your answers in your answer key. Why will I do that? So I don't understand the concept of these education systems sometimes. And you also know that your kids, your family members, your brothers and sisters are visiting to schools. The private schools are just now a center for the money making, right? And you always has felt about that they all charge for your iCard, they charge for your books, they charge for your dresses, they charge for your tie, they charge for your belt, shoes, everything they charge for. And actually what happens when the schools does not let you buy anything from outside, you have to make sure that you get those at the highest price. The thing that I can get into 200 rupees, I will get that in 1000 rupees from that school only. So we are facing these issues, but we are not talking about that. And if someone is talking about that, they are being beaten up, they are being put into the jail. And we are here we are here just praising our present government to make sure that they have made a temple, and they have made the Hindu Muslim rights gotten up into fire, and just yes, everything is fine because this is happening because we are Indians, and we care about these things rather than other things, right? We are not we do not care about education, we do not care about farmers, we do not care about females, we do not care about equality, we do not care about athletes, we do not care about anything that is precious for a common people. We actually do not care about anything at all. So here I am. And one more thing that they actually do, the caste system here in my area. The You have must heard about the chua right? And untouchability is still present in my area, still present in Bihar, but no one is talking about that, and no one is making any videos about that. Okay, so praising those things that are actually good is a good thing, but not talking about those which are actually making our life hell is actually a very very bad thing. And I think we should talk about that. We should talk about SSC protest, we should talk about why our teachers have been put into jail, we should talk about that, why we can't raise our voice, why we can't make sure that we are why we can't make sure that our farmers get the right thing, and why they have been beaten up, why they have faced the torture. So we have to talk about that, and we have to make sure that we are dealing with these questions, and we are talking about it, and we are thinking about it, and after that we have to vote to those who are actually concerned about these issues, to not to those who are not concerned about these and who are not here to listen to your voices, who are not here to just make sure that you get 500 rupees in your account before election, or 120 free units of electricity for the next month because there is election and you will get that. No, nothing like this can impress us. If something like this impresses you, let me tell you, after the election the prices of the same thing will rise up. Okay, so consider it thoroughly, consider it carefully, and then take your decision, and then thought about it, then think about it, and then only give your precious vote to someone who is actually concerned about this, not to those who are not doing anything and just trying to make sure that your mental condition is there still over Hindu Muslim fights, and on the making of the temples and making of the masjids and churches and something else. Okay, so please consider it, think about it, and then give your precious vote to people. Okay, I hope you understand my concept. I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, please like it and do share and subscribe to my channel. And I hope I can talk about some serious issues on this topic later on as well. And till then, bye bye and take care.